ammunition, principally 40 and 9mm. We are looking at the purchase of 2,700 light armored vehicles in the midst of, at least allegedly, 2,700 of those vehicles. What in the world is going on as the the Department of Homeland Security seems to be arming up, and the administration's trying to disarm American citizens?
Imagine what Homeland Security is doing. It's just awful. But we're going to talk about how much ammunition they're stockpiling. Who are they going to shoot? Us?
This idea that the U.S. government is stockpiling ammunition to kill us all was birthed in the usual conspiratorial clearinghouses. The same people who brought you the Boston Marathon bombing was faked, or maybe it was an inside job and Michelle Obama did it. The same people who said that the tornado that hit Moore, Oklahoma was a government-made weather weapon, which President Obama used to shoot tornadoes at Oklahoma on purpose. Those are the same folks who have been predicting an American government arms race against the American people. I mean, why else would American law enforcement want bullets except to enslave us all?
So what are they going to do if they want to violate our Second Amendment rights? Do it with ammo.
Can you explain this to me? What do they need it for?
Well, they don't. That's the point.
But people but it had been purchased before Obama.
Well, yeah, not these numbers now, Laura. Not these numbers. And the best evidence of that is look what happened to the supply. The supply is gone. And where did they go? The supply, some of it, of course, people knowing that we have a president who wants to take away, they're buying it up, but not to those proportions. Now, I know this for a fact because I know the people that are concerned about this, and so there's no downside if I'm wrong on this.
I know this for a fact because I know people are concerned about this, so there's no downside if I'm wrong about this. That's how I know it as a fact. It seemed insane when Senator James Inhofe of Oklahoma responded to these supposedly concerned Americans who gave him no downside if he's wrong, with a bill to actually block law enforcement agencies from buying ammunition for training. But Senator Inhofe is that kind of guy, and hey, he's in the minority party in the Senate, so this crazy idea of his, brought to us by the people who believe President Obama decides where tornadoes go. That crazy idea of James Inhofe is not going anywhere in the United States Senate, and that's true. But you know what? It passed anyway. It didn't go anywhere in the Senate, but Republicans control the House. And in the Republican-controlled House, they passed this thing by a lot. Look, by a big margin, 234 to 192, a party line vote. They passed their version, the House version of the Jim Inhofe Stop Law Enforcement from Buying Bullets conspiracy theory bill. They passed it as an amendment to the funding for Homeland Security. So when we lament that 6 months after Newtown, Congress cannot get anything done about guns or ammunition, or our country's massive and worsening problem with mass shootings, it is wrong to lament that because the Republican-controlled House of Representatives can get something done on this issue. They can feed the apocalyptic, paranoid, from my cold dead hands, war against the government, conspiratorial gun nut base that they thrive on. They can feed that. That's what they can get done. And in surely totally unrelated news, the Gallup polling organization today reported that Americans' confidence in Congress has not only fallen to the lowest level ever recorded since the dawn of modern polling, the level of confidence that Americans have in Congress has fallen to the lowest level ever recorded for any American major institution ever in the history of polling. And since the national catastrophe that was Newtown 6 months ago today, this Congress has been earning that distinction it holds in the American mind every single day.